Hi, my name's Maddie Byrd, and I am the rowing host for Sunset Rewind. Today, our featured rower is a Newport Beach native, a sea-based rowing alum, and a current Washington rowing senior, Ryan Martin.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, thanks for being here. So we have really enjoyed getting to cover the two local rowing clubs in the city. So Newport Aquatic Center and your former club.
Newport Sea-Base.
Yeah, Newport Sea-Base. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think that actually is the best place to start with your really rich rowing career so far. So can you tell us even just the very beginning, how you heard about rowing, what attracted you to it, and initially just what did you love about it?
Yeah, so I never really thought about doing rowing before high school, but I had done learn to row camps at NAC.
Okay.
And then both my sisters played volleyball, so I was going into high school planning to just play that for fun. And then I got to high school, and my parents really wanted me to try out rowing because Pacifica Christian at the time had a rowing team.
Okay. And you went to high school at Pacifica? Pacifica
Christian, yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, so they had a rowing team, and I went and I did that for the first year. Mm-hmm. And then after that, the program was cut, so I switched over because the program was being held at Newport Sea-Base.
Okay.
So I just automatically went over to that. And then for the next 2 years, I just continued rowing there kind of casually as a extracurricular. And then my senior year kind of was like, all right, I've just been doing this for 3 years now. Yeah. I haven't really committed myself to it. So I really committed myself that summer leading into my senior year and then during the senior year, and found a lot of success that year with 4 other guys on the team.
Okay.
And that whole year I was like, I really don't want to, I kind of just want to be done after this.
Yeah.
But then towards the end I was like, all right, maybe if there's a good opportunity, I'll go for it and I'll row in college. So I think it must have been, right before summer. Okay. I started reaching out to coaches. I talked to USD, and then I talked to Washington. And then straight after nationals, they were like, hey, come out. It's a little late. Obviously, registration had already happened. I was like, fine, I'll go out and see what happens. And I went out there, really liked the program, figured why not, so I committed on the spot there.
Oh, so when you started, really taking it seriously, your senior year of high school, was there any other sport at that time that you were comparing it to, holding it up against, or was there just something about rowing that you were like, okay, this is different. I think I could be good at this?
I really hated sports when I was younger, so I did not compare it a lot to. I didn't really do any other sports, maybe like soccer when I was younger and stuff like that.
Okay.
But I really didn't like playing sports. But then I was like, okay, I'm going to commit myself. Okay. I'm going to really try to be as good as I can this year. And through all that effort, I think I found kind of more passion in it, and it was more rewarding. Okay. So by putting more effort in, I found more coming out of it.
And would you say that was, for you, that was like an individual, what you put in is what you got out? Or was there also a layer of the guys you mentioned that you found success with?
Yeah, I would have never tried as hard as I did if I wasn't committed to doing well in that boat that I was in. So it was kind of collectively being able to train with 3 other guys that were super committed, and of course the rest of the team, but these 3 guys specifically I would have never done as well at all. And
so was that in that senior year, that boat of 4 rowers, that was in a quad?
Yeah, it was a quad.
Okay. Yeah. And a quad, you give us the rundown on a quad, because we definitely reach listeners that are interested in rowing but may not fully understand it.
Yeah, so
what is that?
Obviously 2 disciplines in rowing, sweeping and sculling. Mm-hmm. A quad is sculling, so 2 oars. Mm-hmm. The quad is a 4-man boat, no coxswain, so one of the rowers is steering it. It was not me.
Okay, all right. Weight off your shoulders.
But yeah, so it was 2 oars, 4 guys. Yeah.
Okay. And then that, as opposed to sweep rowing, the other discipline where each rower has 1 oar.
Yep.
port, starboard side.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
All right. So you guys, and where did that boat finish that year? What was the success that you guys found?
So we started out Crew Classic. We won that, and then Southwest Regionals, we won that, and then we brought it home at Nationals and won that as well. Youth Nationals, yeah.
Wow, Youth National Champion. That's a great way to kind of
achievement
start
of my life.
Yeah, to start the rowing career.
Yeah, no.
Okay, so you are standing at the edge of your high school career, and you're going to jump into a collegiate rowing career. Mm-hmm. And I mean, I would say when you're looking at a college rowing experience, mm-hmm. and especially on the men's side of things, if you're looking at UW, Cal, Ivies, you're really wanting to get the full experience, for better or for worse.
Yeah,
what was that decision like?
I'm going to be honest. I really hadn't considered rowing in college, so I really didn't know what college rowing was about.
Okay.
In fact, I didn't really know much about Washington at all. I was just like, all right, I'll go check it out.
Okay.
And then I did not know what I was getting myself into, but I'm glad I got myself into it.
Yeah. So tell us about that freshman year. What did you learn about yourself? What did you learn about Washington rowing?
I learned a lot. It was definitely quite a culture and reality shock to me. But, I mean, it was the best year for sure that I've had there. I mean, it was just like going in with a group of guys and just, freshman year at Washington is kind of isolated. You're kind of doing your own thing because they're really about kind of growing throughout your 4 years. So as a freshman, they really try to acclimate you in a kind of unique way, which is just like a lot of heads down, really hard work. But you really get close to all your teammates through that. And then by the end of the year, you're integrated with everybody else. And it's just like this kind of ramp up into everything.
Yeah. And was there, maybe you won't want to share this, was there any point throughout that freshman year that you might have started to think, I don't know if this might be too hard?
No. Surprisingly,
Okay.
I don't think I've had that yet.
Okay. All right. Good for you.
I think, it's just because, like, you're with a group of guys and everybody's going through the same thing and, like, everybody's getting through it. Yeah. So I think, like, in that situation, I was confident that with these group of guys, like, I would be able to keep going. And
you're not going to walk away from them.
Yeah, for sure. But that was definitely a lot of growing up in that year, for sure.
Okay, so cool. So I want to fast forward a little bit to so your junior year, this past rowing season.
Yep.
You now are well integrated into the varsity program there, and you started off the racing season. So for those that don't know, that'd be around, was that end of February, beginning of March for you guys?
Yeah, around then. Yeah.
So you start off in their second varsity 8. So one down from the fastest boat in the program.
Yeah.
And then how did the season play out for you?
I had a great run in the 2V, and then, it's kind of hard to explain that situation, but I don't know what the coach's full thought was, but he put me along with my 7th seed and another guy, so the guy who sat right behind me in the 2V, and one other guy, and they just tried to make a more, faster, stronger combo. Yeah. And it ended up working out.
They moved you up into the 1V?
Yeah.
Okay. So now you're sitting in the fastest boat in the program, and you are a junior in the stroke seat. So also for those that don't know, a seat that, you have to be a very respectable, dependable rower. You have to be extremely consistent in that seat. You're sitting at the front of the boat. Everyone is sitting behind you and following the rhythm you're putting down. Did you, being in the top boat, in the stroke seat at a very reputable program, did that get to you at all, or were you just fired up about that?
I think I was more fired up about it. Yeah. It was really good having a close friend behind me. Okay. So that made like all the difference. Everybody there is your friend. So it's not like, I'm in this like completely new situation. Okay. It's like, okay, I have this great boat of guys, great coxswain. So it was really I don't feel like it was too crazy for me. Yeah. And going through it, for sure.
So you got to sit in that seat for the IRA Championship, so the national championship.
Yeah, quite a windy championship.
Yeah, and where was it at?
It was at Cooper River.
Okay.
Yeah, in New Jersey.
Okay.
Pretty sure.
And how did you guys finish there?
we won that.
Okay.
So that was quite exciting.
Yeah, very
It
exciting.
was a cool experience for sure.
Yeah, national champions.
Yeah.
Awesome. All right, and most recently, a very exciting chapter, I'd have to assume, in your rowing career, competing for the U23 national team. You were in the straight four, and you guys just finished competing in Poland, and also were world champions there. You're just winning.
Yeah.
So what was, and I think that, competing, representing your country, it's such an extreme honor, but also I think that the U19 circuit, the U23 circuit, I feel like that is such like an interesting journey, because you get selected and then you've really got a matter of weeks to solidify these lineups with these teammates and these guys that are in your boat. You don't get a whole year like you do on the college scene.
Yeah.
So what was that like to go to try out, to be selected, and then really have to mold a world champion lineup?
Well, I didn't even know I was going to really do it until like a week before I had to leave.
Okay.
But I had gotten back gotten back from nationals and then immediately started training again. So I was already I was staying fit, and then my old coach, Sergio Espinoza, was coaching the under-23 team, and I was talking to him. And
Old coach from Washington?
Old coach from Washington, yeah.
Okay.
And I was talking to him, and he invited me to come out. And I was like, well, why not?
Yeah.
I mean, it's a insane opportunity, once in a lifetime type deal, to go to Poland. And so I was like, okay, so usually for under 19 and under 23 stuff, there's a really long selection process where they invite a bunch of guys and then just whittle down the group and select the boats. But this year they just invited as many guys as they needed.
Oh, okay.
And then brought them in and then did a pairs matrix. Okay. And then just kind of selected boats based off of sea racing and stuff like that. But it was we got there as 1 week of kind of 1.5 weeks of selecting the boat.
Okay.
And then we had to do, once the boats were selected, we had to do a time trial to hit a standard time for U.S. rowing. And once you hit that standard time, you basically book your ticket, kind of. And if you don't hit it, you just get sent home. It's kind of like a new initiative to make the program faster or something like that. Yeah. And then after that, we had 3 more weeks in Oklahoma City, so 4 weeks total. Okay. And then we flew out to Poland, spent a week there kind of acclimating, and then raced.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. So that race, I got to watch it, and it was extremely competitive. I mean, you guys held the lead from start to finish, which is a pretty great position to be in a rowing race. Yep. But what was that like when you had these other international crews walking up on you in the final 500 meters?
Well, I had a lot of trust in that boat. I think everybody in that boat, that was something that was super special about it. We pretty much all came from different places, except there's one other UW guy in there. Yeah. But I mean, we had spent enough time together. We knew what we were capable of, and we kind of knew what we had to do to kind of execute a race that would allow us to win. Yeah. And we kind of had done that up to that point, and I think going through the 500, we must have had a little bit of open water, and then Spain started sprinting. But then we started sprinting, and it was fine.
You'd saved your sprint.
Yeah, our race was definitely a base pace race. Okay. Where we were just, the middle of our race, the third 500 was kind of where we would put down the distance. And we did that, and then we had enough room to where we didn't have to worry even if they were sprinting. Yeah.
And that was again for our listeners, that was in a straight four. So now this is no longer a sculling quad that we were talking about during your high school years, but a straight four. So a sweeping boat, 2 port rowers, 2 starboard rowers, and no coxswain.
No coxswain. Still didn't have the steering, thank God.
Yeah, oh, you did not have the steering.
They tried to give me it for a little, but I was like, I can't. Yeah. I just can't.
Yeah, so toe steering. Did your bow seat have toe steering?
No, actually, the 3 seat did.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so, and he did awesome.
Yeah. So. Well, but that is pretty incredible. I think in a blind boat like that, you're not having a coxswain telling you when to bring the radar, where the other crews are. You just have, you have to have complete trust.
Yeah, it's definitely different from all of us having the whole year having a coxswain and someone to count on that they'll execute the race plan. But we had Sam Sullivan, who was kind of our coxswain, making all the calls, and I mean, that worked perfectly. So.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Well, congratulations on being a world champion.
Thank you.
That's really cool. Just if you can tell us, maybe you haven't even arrived at it yet, but coming off of a world championship, coming off of an IRA championship last year, what do you feel like are your motivations going into your senior year?
Well, I'm getting ready for tryouts. We have to try
Oh,
out
you have to
every
try
year,
out.
so
Okay.
I'm getting ready for tryouts right now.
Earn your seat every year.
Yeah, I got a 10K to do, so
Okay.
just getting ready for that. But
Okay.
I mean, I'm really excited. It's my last year. Great senior class.
Okay.
So I'm really, really excited to get back to it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, awesome. Well, thanks so much for being here, and
Yeah.
we wish you best of luck
Thank you very much.
your final year
Yeah,
at
thanks for having
UW.
me.
Yeah,
Thank
for
you.
sure.